Okay, take two for today. See if this time it's going to work. Coming to you live on social media. My name is Brenda Reynolds with the F Words of Life. This is the daily coaching show. I started a live broadcast just a couple minutes ago and my internet kicked me off. So hopefully we are good to go now. And I want to welcome you, whether you're joining live or on the replay. This is my daily 10 minutes or less kind of tip of the day, thought of the day. It's your motivation, your inspiration, kind of your barometer check on how's it going today. And I am thrilled to be here with you and love just coming to you live. So if you're watching, say hello in the comments. If you're a first-time watcher or listener, introduce yourself. Tell me who you are, where you're watching from. If you're a veteran of the show, definitely say hi. And if you're watching the replay, also say hello in the comments. I see all the comments after the fact. If you have a question, pop it in there. And I love just being here with you and interacting. So today, our focus and our topic, let's just jump right in, since the internet does seem to be working. All right, today's focus is, I have a question for you. Is this type of thinking that I'm going to talk to you about undermining you in achieving your goals? And what I want to talk to you about specifically today is the concept of all or nothing thinking. And the reason I'm talking to you about this today is I found myself in all or nothing thinking this weekend. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say you set a goal. And your goal is around your fitness. And what you want to focus on is you want to focus on eating better, drinking more water, and just being overall, more healthy, right? And so let's say you're focused on food for the day. And, it's midday, maybe you're at the office and you grab a little piece of candy. And that wasn't on the plan. The plan had been no sugar. And so you eat one piece of candy and then you go, well, today's screwed, right? I've blown it for today. So I'm going to throw the baby out with the bathwater and go all or nothing. Meaning now I'm going to eat as much sugar for the rest of the day as I want to. Instead of going, okay, you know what? It was a little blip on the screen. Let me get back on plan. And so I really want you to take a look at your goals and your habits and your rituals and be aware, bring to awareness this all or nothing thinking. If you've got an exercise goal and your exercise goal is 60 minutes a day, and you don't have the time for that because you've got the kids or you've got a big project or you've got something else and your day got off track and you're not going to get your 60 minutes in, do you just say, okay, well then I'm not going to exercise today? Or can you maybe do a micro exercise for 5 minutes so that it's not all or nothing? Because all or nothing becomes then very perfectionistic, and we know perfection is not possible. And so I really do want you to look at all of your 7 F words of life. And if you're unfamiliar with the 7 F words of life, you can go to thefwordsoflife.com. You can read the blogs there about the F words of life and learn more about each of the 7 F words. And if you haven't shared your email address with me, I encourage you to share your email address with me so that you're always getting the latest, most up-to-date information, inspiration on Fridays. I build extra tools and share those with you. So definitely become part of the email community as well at thefwordsoflife.com. And so I want you to look at all 7 F words. Again, let's look at faith. If in faith, your goal is you want to meditate 15 minutes a day because that helps you get centered, that helps you get focused on faith in yourself, faith in the universe, faith in others, and you don't have 15 minutes. Again, are you going to chuck it and just say, I'm not going to do it at all? Or can you do 1 minute instead? Just a 1 minute meditation so you don't lose the momentum, that you at least get a little check box, check mark in the box, right? You get a little bit of, I kept to my commitment. I didn't do 15 minutes, but I did 1 minute. And so I really, again, just want you to become aware of all or nothing thinking. Let's talk about our relationships, family and friends. And I didn't have anything other than the topic planned today. As you guys know, this is live. This is live interactive TV. I come to you live. Sometimes I have a little bit more of an agenda that I want to talk about. Sometimes I'm just talking about, what's on my heart, what I feel may help you guys. And that's where, I'm coming from today, because I want you to achieve your goals. And I want you to live the life that you're supposed to live. It's not about you being anybody you want to be. It's about you being the person you're supposed to be. And we all have that person inside of us. And my passion is to help you find who that person is, be as authentic to that person as you can be, and build practices and skills and rituals and habits and mindsets around that to constantly reinforce that so that you're living your highest and best life. And so this concept of all or nothing really can undermine us, right? Talk about family and friends and relationships. So, you want to talk to, your mom for an hour on the phone, right? Every single day, but you just don't have the time to do that. So, is 5 minutes good enough, right? I mean, you can make the time, you can make 5 minutes in your day for almost anything. And so I want you to really take a look at the goals that you have set right now. And if you haven't looked at your goals in a while, remember back in April, we were doing a whole series where we focused on goals and vision and thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and actions, and we did a whole series. And so what I'm trying to do is break that down into much, much, much smaller bite-sized pieces for you here every day, so that in 10 minutes or less, you get some coaching, you get some inspiration, you get some motivation, you get a nugget that you remember, because most of this isn't new to you if you've been doing personal growth for any amount of time. It's not going to be, oh my God, this is the first time I've ever heard this. It's a reminder to you of, okay, where am I sabotaging myself? Am I sabotaging myself in all or nothing thinking I've got to do it perfectly, or you know what, I'm not going to do it at all. And so I really do want you to look at, all the F words of your life. In finances, if your goal is to save $100 a week, but you don't have $100 that week to save, can you save $5? Can you save $20? It's more about the practice itself and the consistency than it is the time or the amount or the duration or whatever the quantified piece of it. It's if you're saying, you know what, I'm a person who meditates every day, then if you meditate 1 minute every day, yes, you can build up from there. The last piece of the puzzle that I want to talk about in all or nothing thinking is, again, the 7 F words of life. There's 7 areas. All or nothing says that we have to work on all 7 at the same time. And that's not the case, because unless you have rituals already built in that are automatic, right, that are on autopilot, where you can stack a new habit on top of it, you can't start 7 new rituals in 7 different areas on day 1. Okay, so look at that as well. Are you trying to do everything in every area perfectly? So again, you're trying to do it all, but most of what you're trying to do is maybe a new ritual or a new habit, a new action. And therefore you're like, well, I didn't do my exercise goal, so I'm just going to forget my water goal too, right? I didn't do my meditation, or I didn't do my prayer this morning, so I'm not going to do, my savings. None of it works, right? I'm just throwing my hands up, right? It just doesn't work, Brenda. You gotta chunk it down. It's the hardest thing to do for people who are high achievers and high performers, people that would show up for a show like this every day, to work on themselves, to be the best version of themselves. It's the hardest thing to do, to chunk these things down into these small, incremental, what seems like these infinitesimal, right, steps where you're not getting anywhere. And yet again, 1 minute a day is better than 0 minutes a day. 1 minute a day for 7 days is 7 minutes, right? I mean, that's better than 0 minutes for 7 days. And so give yourself permission to take baby steps. I used to call it, when I worked a lot with one-on-one clients, one of my favorite terms, forward. Right? If you can just wiggle forward. First of all, wiggling's fun. Reminds you of a kid squirming around or being out on the dance floor. Have fun with it. Make it a daily practice to wiggle forward. Get rid of the all or nothing thinking. It doesn't serve you. You're not perfect. I hate to break it to you, nor am I. Just like I had to start this live cast twice because my internet didn't cooperate. Get rid of that. I could have said, well, my internet doesn't work, so I can't show up to, my people today. Nope, just do your best. Keep wiggling forward. Keep taking the steps each day. Throw out the all or nothing thinking, and let me know how I can serve you. So with that, my friends, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys back here live tomorrow for the Daily Coaching Show.